What's up, YouTube? Erbwars here, and welcome to my very first episode of Gaming Stories. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about a time where video games absolutely crushed my soul, and I'm taking you back to the early 90s, back when fighting games were at the zenith of video games. You couldn't walk into a grocery store without seeing an arcade cabinet with your favorite fighter. There was games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, the most popular games out there that I can even name. And those two were my absolute favorite fighting games. You had games that Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter on both systems, on Sega, on Super Nintendo, and you had actually my personal favorite, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 1, all the Mortal Kombats on both Super and Sega. So take you back to the early 90s, I was a young kid, and my best friend Kevin and Steve were building up this game that to me in my head sounded phenomenal. And what they told me about this game was that there was a game called Street Combat, and Street Combat combined the two, Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. So imagine a young kid super excited because you're going to take characters like Scorpion and be able to throw his spear through Guile's stupid fucking hair face. And I was so excited. But what I ended up getting was not exactly true. You see, Kevin is my all-time best friend. Steve is one of my good friends. They lied to me. And they built this game up to me so much, and I was obsessed with it. Because back at the time, I was so obsessed with Mortal Kombat that I was drawing my own comics. And granted, my comics are not good because I'm a terrible artist. I'm nothing like my brother. And I was trying to like create my own stages because I really loved video games, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can create this cool stage and send it to Mortal Kombat. Maybe they'll use it in one of their games. I was a stupid kid. And I mean, I'm still stupid in my head what I think of reality. But anyway, what did I end up getting? I ended up getting Street Combat. And this is a game that's full of disappointment. So on Erbwars' first episode of Gaming Stories, will you sit back, relax, and enjoy the story about Street Combat?
Well, here we go, Street Combat. It will be no surprise to anybody the pure disappointment I felt the day that I actually went to my friend Kevin's house to play this, and immediately saw that this was not the game that I built up into my head. It's extremely difficult. The characters are extremely generic. The names, I mean, they couldn't pick more generic names than Steven, Tyrone, G.I. Jim. I mean, I can't believe Hasbro isn't suing somebody with the name of G.I. Jim. Now, not only are the moves extremely difficult to pull off, and is the game difficulty extremely high. I mean, I know we beat this as kids. Me trying now as a 31-year-old male, I can't. It's not that I can't beat the game. I just don't even want to try to beat the game. I can't get past G.I. Jim because his sword is like Sephiroth's sword. It's huge. So not only is the game itself difficult and very frustrating and very generic, but just something as simple as selecting a character is extremely difficult because no matter what button you hit, you can either get Steven with the robot suit or Steven without the robot suit. The only way to select the other characters is you have to hold down the two shoulder buttons on the Super Nintendo controller and then hit left or right. It was extremely frustrating. I actually had to go on YouTube to figure out how to do it. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, I guess back in the day you had a manual, but I mean, holy shit, is this a bad game. And not only that, with character selection, if you want to fight as Tyrone, you can't select Tyrone versus Tyrone in the first fight. So I don't know, this might be the only fighting game in existence that I'm aware of where you can't select the same fighter to fight against that fighter. It's completely trash. I'm so sad that I ever even bought this game. And guess what? I bought this game 2 years ago on pure nostalgia alone. If I were you and you're a fighting enthusiast, completely avoid this game like the plague. I wouldn't get it. Continue? Hell no. Game over. Thank God. Thanks for watching. Erbwars out.